What's going on, y'all, man? After that last game, man, I was just like, man, I am bummed out. And then I get a Terran, dude. Terran is really my 50-50 race. Protoss, I feel good about. Zerg, I don't feel good about. Terran is just kind of like, it can go in either one of our favors. So, here it is, me against Konings, right, the Terran player. And I tell him good luck, have fun, and can y'all believe that Konings at 30 seconds into the game still not has told me good luck, have fun. That's pretty fucked up, man. At least you could have told me to have fun, because you know what? I don't really know why we tell the other player good luck. It's like you wishing them good luck to beat you, but you don't want that to happen. Whatever, I digress. All I'm saying is, Conan, you could at least say what's up to your boy. But it's all good, man. Right now, man, like I said, after that last game, man, I was like, hey, you know what? I violated. I shouldn't expand it. And that was fresh on my mind going into this game. So this game, I was like, man, I can't expand. That's not happening. An expansion is not happening. It's not. It's not. I'm not gonna do that to myself. I'm not gonna put myself through that type of feeling and let Conan get the best of your boy like that. So I choose not to expand, man. What I do want to go is I want to go. I don't want to go three gate. I don't know if I want to go three gate blink or three gate robo, but yeah, and I didn't even make that decision, man. I don't know. So I go with So I think I'm gonna go with three gate. Right now, I'm scouting out his base, man. See, he got his barracks coming in. Feeling pretty good. His SCV scout, man, it was really early. It was really early in the game, which made me worried that he was trying to drop a bunker somewhere, or maybe like double racks me somewhere. So I don't know, man. I was pretty worried about it. Um, yeah, so I made sure I stayed on him. Made sure he didn't do no type of debauchery or nothing like that. Uh, yeah, yeah, yeah. So it's still pumping up, man. Getting the econ together. Um, yeah, and another thing is I don't know. Like if I'm going three gate, I don't know if I need both gas, one gas. If I need one gas and just the rest I'm on minerals or what, I don't know. But usually versus Terra, man, I don't even bother with getting the zealot. I just go straight for the stalker. Um, Yep, still following this guy slash trying to get a scout. And this one I realized is too late. I should have ran forever ago. And also I could have just kept running straight and maybe like ran around or something to say that probe. But I wasn't thinking. I was just immediately survival mode and got that probe kill. Right here, what I want to do with him is I'm not going two bases. I know it. That's not happening in this game. But what I want to do is I definitely want to pressure him, right? Versus Terran, I definitely like to get that stalker up and pick off those Marines. So I send him up. I rally him this way because I don't want him to stroll up this way and go and then run the risk of somebody over here seeing him. So I set the waypoints, drop the pylon, go back down to base. Um, Luckily, and I didn't even think about that on the return route, but luckily for me, I think he does go back the same way he came. Yes, he does. So at this point in time, man, it's time for me to drop my three gates. It is time for me to drop my three gates. Um, hmm, I didn't block that. Maybe it came out up there. Okay, cool. Yep. So, like I said, man, I have some extremely bad placement with my buildings because by me putting this pylon right here, maybe the unit could have spawned up here. I don't think so though. I don't think it could spawn down here or up there. So I completely made this gateway useless until I got my warp gate tech finished. But that's fine. I'll go into this one stalker just to poke, prod, see what's going on up there. Uh, really hoping to see that he's expanded, and really, and that's really what I wanted to see, man. I want to see him in the expansion because then I know that this is game over. But obviously he did, and I'm just kind of like, oh, oh. So I go on this ramp and I run. I don't know why I ran. I should have just walked up that ramp and started shooting stuff. So my gateway research finishes. At this point in time, I sent my stalker back over there. He started getting shot up. All right, so start shooting. I see that he has a little bit more than what I thought he did. So I whoop in my other stalkers. Decide to poke, pick at him a little bit, and here I decided to just a little mini engage, just push him just a little bit. Uh, so I feel pretty good with that. I feel pretty good usually against Terran, That's usually the final breaking moment right there. They usually be huddled up on two bases, completely walled off, bunkers, barracks, everything. I can't even push in it, and I'm super far behind. Next thing I know, I got a bajillion Marines landing in my base like it's D-Day or something. But luckily, that's not the case. And I want to stay active. I want to stay actively pushing, poking, and prodding at him, trying to get him to make some mistakes, trying to get his army down. And that was the mistake I was waiting for him to let me kill off entirely too many units. Um, so right now on this ramp, man, I'm in a real bad position. I only have like 2 or 3 units shooting at a time, and those marauders are doing what they do best, whomping on them. I eventually dropped down to Twilight Console. I finally figure out at 7 minutes and 50 seconds I want to go blink. Entirely too late. That should have been done a lot earlier. I know it. My build orders is all jacked up. It's something I need to work on. So I go in and you know what? I decide to, hey, you know what? I just need to push this. I don't need to sit around and wait. I need to push. So, and that's what I decided to do. I decided to push him inside of his base. Um, Not really paying attention. I could have just destroyed this and walked in. So I lost a bunch of stalkers right there for no reason. I decided to take out that tech lab. Um, just so that he could not make any more marauders. But I don't. He pulled his SCVs. I'm extremely worried about it. I warp in zealots to deal with that. For some reason I misclicked, and he's not a moving, so I got a couple of free shots in. My stalkers are definitely doing some damage. My zealots are doing a lot of damage, and I get rid of so many of his SCVs right here. So many of them. Um, Pretty sure I finished up the rest of these. I accidentally brought this probe up here. I have no idea why he was up here. But as soon as he showed up, I said, forget it, drop a pylon. And then I sent him back. At this point in time, man, I'm ahead. I know I'm ahead. And I just want to push this. I want to push this and try to break it. When I go back up here, I see that he's making a bunker. 2 bunkers, right? That bunker's too late. I snipe off that SCV so he can't finish it. And I'm just trying to stay back a little bit. I'm just trying to stay back. Um, what I really should be doing here is having the Zealot attack that and having these guys focus on preventing that bunker from finishing. Um, but I don't know. My micro really started to slip up right here. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know what was going on. He finishes the bunker in my face, and at this point in time, I decided to just walk the long way, just try to like skate around him, and yeah, I just try to skate around him and just hold position back here and do damage on those guys. He pulls out of his bunker. I push him. Also, with all of this, I decided to expand. I'm not putting any more money into this because, he has 2 bunkers in his base. I wouldn't be able to. I wouldn't be able to like push it the way I want to push it. So I decided to stop spending money on this, and I focus on dealing with the counterattack that will eventually come. All right. So got up my second base. I got my second base going. I'm ahead. I know it. Dropping down the robotics facility so I can get an observer. He's attacking that. He'll probably take out that pylon. Didn't really care about it. Um, it served its purpose. Right now, my biggest concern is defending, defending, defending. I really feel at this point in time that he was just going to take all his units, all his SCVs, and bring them down here. Because if I was in this situation, that's exactly what I would have did. So right now, that's my main concern. Is defending, getting out this observer just so I can see what's going on. Uh, and also, I want to get a wall going up right here. Um, at the same time, man, I'm just pumping out probes, pumping out probes. Um, and now I'm just kind of waiting. I'm just kind of waiting for some stuff to happen. Just kind of waiting to see what he's doing if he's going to attack. Really nervous about it. That's really why I'm not trying to push out into the map at all. That's really why I wasn't trying to do anything. He sends up a Reaper, which I wasn't overly concerned about. I just moved my units over to take care of it. I don't know if he got a kill. He probably got a kill. Yeah, no, I didn't even get a kill. So I'll take care of that Reaper, man. It wasn't that big of a deal. Get that gate going. At some point in time, I need to start working on. I need to start working on upgrades. I need to start working on it. But I dropped my second gate. There we go. I dropped my 2 forges to start again working on upgrades. Game didn't end when I thought it did. I don't know if I was clicked on that and if I saw that marine or not. But so right now, I'm going up here. I know he has Marauders and Marines. I know that's what he has. So I definitely want to get out an Immortal. That's what I want to do. So I started out working on my Immortal. Still slowly warping in Stalkers. I feel like that's my best bet right now. They have Blink. Wait on these forges to come in so I can work on upgrades. And when I get my Observer up here, I see that he is just huddled in his base. He's expanding. When I see that expansion, man, I know that I'm extremely far ahead, extremely far. So that makes your boy feel real good. Definitely feel like I'm gonna win this game just when I see how late that expansion is, how he's huddled in his base. He definitely has a lot of units, but they don't have any upgrades. Um, and he's not doing anything with them. All he had to do was march that down here, and he probably could have got a lot of damage on me, but he didn't. He was sitting in his base, and he was just sitting there letting me build up, which is exactly what I want him to do. I started getting a charge. Like I said, man, I'm a huge fan of Archon, charge, lots, and that's eventually what I want to go to with this. Um, I see his armies up here, and I was like, man, what would I do if I was in his situation? I would probably double expand, and I would take the goal. So that's what I wanted to see. I would, and the reason why I would do that is because I'm behind. I know I'm behind. I know I'm extremely, really far behind him. I just need to try to do everything I can to catch up. So that's why I did that. I know that he didn't have a base over here because this pylon he hasn't attacked it, and I would see it when he dropped it. And I see that he all he did was just get one expansion, and that's when I know, man, that I'm in a really good spot. And once I see that, once I realize that he hasn't expanded, I decide to take another expansion myself. That's probably greedy of me. Um, Maybe unnecessary. No, 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 no. I think it was necessary. He wasn't moving out. He wasn't attacking. I feel pretty confident in the army that I have right now that I could have took care of. So whenever I'm ahead, man, I like to stay ahead. So what I decided was to drop a DT shrine. I warped in some DTs, and I just straight up walked him into his base. Um, my goal with these is just to slow him down even further. Like I said, when I get ahead, I like to stay ahead. He missed a scan completely. Um, like I said, man, this has been in Silver League. I see that he dropped another scan right there, so I don't walk into it. I just focus on taking this down. Um, at the same time, he has no DTs in his base. He realizes that he needs to push. So that's what he does. His, oh, no, not yet. He hasn't left. Okay, so I don't know what he's doing. I don't know what he's doing. I thought he left. I thought he left. There he goes. Okay, now he's leaving. He's taking his SCV. He's taking his Marines. I see that. I notice it. I notice what he's doing. I don't feel really comfortable that this army could deal with the amount of units that he has. So what I do is I decide to warp in Dark Templars to go and meet his army. Both of his one of his command centers destroyed, the other one is flying, so he can't do any scans. So I decided to sandwich his army with my DTs. These DTs meet him right here. For whatever reason, he turns around, and these DTs meet him from behind. Um, right now, what I only thing I want to do is just get as many kills on his army as I can. Slow him down, push him back as much as I can. My goal here is just to try to get more units. He finally gets a scan in, right, and he knocks it. He takes care of him. But that is the only scan that he can use right now. So I do the same thing. I warp him more DTs and I send him out because I know that he only has one command center and he probably doesn't have a whole lot of energy. So I send my DTs ahead. Somehow he had another scan. My game sense was all jacked up. He probably saved his command center from earlier. But you know what? At this point in time, I know that the game's over. Those DTs did exactly what I wanted them to do. They took care of his army. They slowed him down. They diverted his attention. And I know that at this point in time, man, this game is good as over. And Konings, the same guy who did not tell me good luck, have fun, just rolls out of the game without so much as a GG. Oh, Konings, man. Really need to get it together. This game, man, I felt really good about, man. My macros, so nothing on these. That's really bad. I have 25 pros here. Definitely could have spared 3 to go on that. But this right here was fully saturated. My main was out. I don't know how long it was out for. Yeah, I have no idea. But you know what? I won this game. Feel pretty good about it. Was almost done with 2-2 upgrades. Um, yeah, man, this was a really good game. I feel like I really played this extremely well. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Definitely stay tuned, man. I definitely plan on doing more of my Scrub League series, and I think I'm gonna start up and I'm gonna start playing different games. Uh, yeah, different games, man, between this and my PS4, and I'll probably just upload all of them because why not, right? Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for tuning in. Stay tuned. More videos coming. Peace.